And so the second book, the workbook, followed almost identically the same workflow. I basically did an outline in a week, wrote out a rough draft in a week. I contacted the same 3 people that did the film notes book and said, hey, I've got a workbook now too. Do you mind giving this a look over? And they did, and I was able to then write up a final. And by the end of the second month, July, I had 2 books done. During that time, we found out that the theaters we were going to use for the film festival, which I'm one of the directors, were unable to be open in the capacity that we wanted to have. So we ended up saying, okay, we're not canceling the event, we're just postponing it to next year. And next year we'll do a co-2020/2021 double festival. So all of a sudden, I didn't have the pressure of getting the book out like screamingly fast. So I was able to have someone make the ISBNs. I was able to have someone make the covers. I was able to get a layout. I put everything in myself. It enabled me to have like a week off from writing or editing. And then it was able to come in fresh and say, okay, I'm going to lay everything out. And then when I lay it out, it forces me to address the format and the spelling errors and all of the notes and see the book kind of fresh because it's in a different format. So the key takeaways I would say are, and again, regardless of, you're not necessarily going to be writing a script or making a movie, but maybe you want to write a book, maybe you have a course that you want to create, maybe you want to start a company. Getting organized, giving yourself a due date, and then following a schedule is going to be helpful in every one of those endeavors. If you're making a company or you want to start a business, you need some kind of a business plan. You need some kind of product list. You're going to need some kind of a budget. So there's still going to be paperwork. It's not going to be production paperwork, obviously, but learning what paperwork you need and how to fill it out is going to be really helpful. I know I talked about a couple different things tonight, one of which is our Write the Damn Book program, which I'm really excited to launch later this year. One was about my 2 books that are coming out the end of this month. And the third thing was kind of utilizing projects to not only have them be larger than the sum of their own parts, but also to help position you in a certain way. So I hope that kind of weaving in and out of those different parts were helpful. And I would just like to thank everyone for listening as I kind of loosely walked and meandered kind of back and forth between those different parts. But to me, they're so interwoven that I think that you'll find that there's some good gems in there, even if it wasn't as structured as if I had like a slideshow or something like that.